another edition of Fresh Perspective, where we give you a fresh take on this week's hot topics. And listen, we got a serious weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend, guys. I hope everybody is ready. Before we get into the Super Bowl and the predictions and everything, I definitely got to introduce the team. To the right of me today, we got the young and talented Mr. Courtney Chappelle. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I can't complain. What's going on?
Oh, man, everything's good. We got the Iceman, Amir Drake. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How's everybody doing today?
All right. And last but not least, we got the one that makes everything look so smooth and so nice and has everything come together so cool. We got the professional, Mr. D. Stanfield.
What's going on, man? Let's get this thing popping, man.
And first of all, congratulations to you, brother.
I appreciate that, man.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, we got a new member of the Fresh Perspective family in the building. So, shout out to the professional, man, and doing big things. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
No doubt. So I'm gonna just get right to it, guys. It's the Super Bowl weekend. On one hand, we got the young and talented Mr. Pat Mahomes, and then we got the old school Mr. Tom Brady. It's 10th time going to the Super Bowl. This is crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You don't want to introduce the guest first? Well,
all right. I'll tell you what. We also got something special for y'all today as well, too. You noticed last week we've started bringing on guests, so that's something that you're going to see in the future to the show. So, Mr. Professional, man, could you talk about the special guest we bringing on today?
This week, with pleasure, man. We have joining us today somebody who, if you're from the town, if you don't know what the town is, it's Buffalo, New York. If you're from the town, he kind of needs no introduction. One of Cornell's finest point guards in their basketball history, former ESPN correspondent, doing big things in the city of Buffalo right now. But, man, I think it's my great pleasure, and I think it's my cousin's pleasure to introduce
Turner Carroll Phenom,
Mr. Karan Trooper Barnes. Man, what's going on, Troop?
Not much, man. Just glad to be here, fellas.
Yeah, we gonna need you to turn the TV off in the background, though.
Oh,
Why you just gonna put True out there like that, man?
Man, Troop.
yo, I had
He
to
know
move
better
for
than
like an hour.
So you saying we late? Is that what you saying?
Nah, I don't even. I know it's Saturday. And I know you guys should do your thing a different day of the week, so.
Okay, all right. So yeah, man, let's get this thing popping, Irv.
All right, cool. We gonna get it popping, man. We just gonna go right into the Super Bowl. We got the old versus the new. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna start with the young and talented Mr. Courtney Chappelle right here, man. What's your thoughts on this Super Bowl and what are your predictions?
I think it'll be a good game. I think it's gonna be a real good game. Prediction wise, I feel like Tom gonna pull it out. That's just me. I feel like Tom gonna pull it out, though. I do. I feel like he got some. I feel like this the last hurrah for him. He been sitting on this for 2 weeks. So I think you give Tom 2 weeks. He been sitting, simmering. I believe, if I'm not sure, unless something recently came out, I believe AB gonna play. This is the young versus the old. I feel like this is the passing of the torch. This is Gronk goodbye. This is Travis Kelce. This is my spot. This is like they got a chance to go ahead and walk down the older generation. Hill could walk AB up out of his top 5 spot or what people consider him to be. Like I think it's one of them games. I got Tom pulling it out though, man. I don't know why. It's something about that bed in this moment, bro. I'm not gonna walk away from it.
They're killing me.
Irv, crazy.
Well, I'm gonna save my commentary for last on this because there's a lot of things happening with the Chiefs right now. I mean, they got a lot of people hurt on that offensive line.
Man.
You got coaches
Here
that's
go man.
getting in accidents. I had a dream last night that the Bucks
now
won
you
75-10.
Now you Martin Luther King. Now you had a dream.
I had a dream, but I'm gonna go over to the Ice Man. Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this?
I'm with Court, man. I'm never betting against Tom Brady, man. I've seen what he's done to my team for 20 years. So, it looks like I got a new nemesis with the young, talented quarterback from the Kansas City Chiefs, which is Patty Mahomes. So, I guess he's going to be my new Tom Brady. So, I like him. You know, I like him a lot. But, you know, when it comes to them Bills, I got to go Bills first. So he's my new Tom Brady. So, Tom, kick his ass.
And Mr. Professional, man, what's your thoughts on this Super Bowl? Tom Brady, his millionth time to the game. But, you know, we got Pat Mahomes coming in to defend his title. So what's your thoughts on the situation? I mean, and listen, a good portion of that offensive line is hurt. So I think the linebackers of Tampa Bay is going to eat tomorrow. But what's your thoughts?
I am firm in the belief that Kansas City is going to beat them by like 30.
Wow.
I think that
Wow.
I think that this entire postseason has proven that all of the fluff around the media is just fluff to get y'all to bet against the favorite so that the favorite can come out on top. And I feel like Kansas City is by far the better team, especially on offense. I do feel like Tampa Bay has a better defense.
Even with that offensive line hurt?
I do feel like Tampa Bay has the better defense, and defense does win championships. But I feel as though, man, Pat Mahomes just can't be stopped, bro. After what he did to Buffalo, I'm not betting against that guy. So I'm going with Tom Brady.
Plan, man.
Well,
Whatever it was,
Mahomes, it was our game plan.
Whatever it was, he trashed us like we was yesterday's news, man.
Leslie Frazier was in Buffalo somewhere, man.
Okay, well, I tell you,
as far as I'm concerned, Troop probably should have been coaching.
While these guys cry, you know, Buffalo tears. Hey, Troop, I'm gonna bring you in on this one, man. What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl, and what are your predictions?
Well, first I just want to say I don't think the Bills' game plan was trash. I just think Patrick Mahomes is that good. He realized what our game plan was. Keep them from going deep, and everything was underneath. Kelsey killed us. Well, Kelsey kills everybody.
He killed everybody, yeah.
Mahomes killed us in a different way than he normally kills everybody else. So that proved that his IQ, his knowledge of the game is just so far beyond any defensive coordinator can coordinate against. So I think he's going to do the same thing against Tampa Bay. I am aware that Tom Brady knows every way to win against any scheme, any team. But Tampa Bay shouldn't even be in the game, to be honest. I mean, Brady threw those 2 picks in the fourth. I think it was the fourth quarter, and Aaron Rodgers just couldn't put them away. So I just think that the Chiefs are going to find a way to do it, and I don't think it'll be that close.
Okay. Interesting. Well, me personally, I would love to see the Chiefs defend their title, but
hey man, y'all talking.
It's hard to.
Tom Brady gonna get a hold of this film.
It's hard to bet against
man.
Brady. Brady is one of those players where you got to seriously put him away. Like he can't be within 1 score or 2 scores.
I'm using this word only.
He's gonna get you.
I'm using this word only as a football player, not in real life. Tom Brady is a serial killer, man. I'm telling y'all, the moment it get bad for Tampa Bay, and Tom looked like a dude who just hit the bathroom in the club and had one of his moments, I'm telling y'all they in trouble. If he could get AB one-on-one with a corner over there, it's going to be a problem all night.
Tom not even the GOAT, man. Forget Tom.
I'm not.
Who's your GOAT?
You sparking your own argument.
Who's your GOAT?
Who's my GOAT?
Yeah,
Joe Montana.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
that's why I didn't want to have a conversation.
Let him show it. Why would you put Broadway
4
Joe
for 4
over Tom?
4 for 4.
See what I'm talking about? He talking about 4
No
for
scandals.
4. He had Wendy's.
Next topic, please.
Yo, man.
Yeah. Next topic, please.
It's the same.
He had Wendy's, man.
It's the same thing to me as no game 7s.
He had Wendy's. He talking about 4 for 4s. Tom Brady on his 10th time
Hey.
in 4. I done lapped that up.
The GOAT
I
put out a
lapped that.
4-4-4 too, didn't he?
Man.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
I said it's no contest. He said Tom.
And I was a Super Niners fan, especially during those days. Yeah, Montana was the GOAT, But it's no matter of fact, Montana wasn't even the GOAT. Jerry Rice was the GOAT.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jerry
You
Rice
give Tom
was the
Brady
GOAT.
Jerry Rice, I tell you one thing, he'd be 10 for 10 out this
Yeah,
time.
he'd be
You hear
10
me?
for 10.
So-
He'd have 10 out this thing.
So we got to give Tom Brady a guy that ran a 4.61 in the 40.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what Joe got.
That's what we.
Nah.
That's
Jerry Rice wasn't too far behind him, man. It wasn't like Jerry was a speed.
No,
dude.
that 4.61 was Jerry.
That 4.61 was Jerry.
That 4.61 was Jerry.
Oh, breaking news. The
Chill,
North Carolina
chill. I moved it right up.
North Carolina Tar Heels.
Hey, Troop, who won the North Carolina Duke game? The horrible North Carolina Duke game?
I heard Ice say chill, so I'm a.
Yeah.
The Dukies are here.
Yeah. 91. We don't even get that on a regular. You hear me?
The battle of the bucket.
We played like Carolina tonight. I don't think we had 91 all season.
But you know, that's what's interesting and kind of segueing from Kansas City. You know, one of the things that makes Kansas City go so smooth that we think is the relationship between Eric B. and Andy Reid. I don't know exactly who calls the plays, but
Andy Reid calls the plays.
We had a big discrepancy on who calls the plays, but we got to talk about team like players that are switching teams. Okay, we got to talk about these trades because we're going to get into the coaching thing a little bit later. But we got to talk about this trade. That was a big trade that happened over the past week. Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford. Now, personally, I feel like LA got robbed. No, I feel like LA got robbed. But we're going to start with the professional on this one, man. What's your thoughts? Like, who do you think actually won this trade for Matt Stafford and Jared Goff?
LA.
Giving up 2 1s, a 3.
It's Detroit. They're going to mess up them draft picks. They're going to pick 3 wide receivers. It's Detroit, bro. Detroit.
That's a lot
It's the
of
same
cap.
Detroit. This the same Detroit whose hometown hero, defensive coordinator out of San Francisco, wanted to come home, and they told him, "Nah, we good." It's the same.
Nobody cares.
That's a lot. That's a lot of capital.
It's the same.
though.
It's the young boy. They could have had Deshaun Watson buying to come to Detroit if they'd have got the young boy up there, but nah,
That's a lot of
it's
capital.
Detroit, bro. No disrespect, man. Y'all right across the bridge, but it's Detroit, bro.
Okay.
It's Dave Bing, the man.
Okay.
But if LA doesn't win within the next 2
Bro,
years,
another NBA team's owner owns half your city. It's Detroit.
wow.
The Cleveland Cavaliers owner owns half their city. Let that sink in, bro. It's Detroit.
That's crazy. And you know, before I go to Ice and Courtney with this question, true.
Well, we know Vaughn can't go to Detroit within the next year.
He can't.
Yo, you saying
He's
that?
not invited,
You saying
right?
that as if I want to go to Detroit? Yo,
Definitely not
I'm
invited.
dying to go to Detroit this year.
He definitely ain't invited.
Hey, True.
That's where COVID started.
Hold on a sec. True. What's your thoughts on this trade, man? Personally,
Ain't no water in Detroit.
I feel like LA gave up
Flint.
too much. But what's your thoughts on this, True?
I agree with Paul. I think LA won the trade just because you're bringing Stafford to an already loaded team. Their defense is one of the top in the league, and Goff was just so bad, bro.
But
He
they
was just
paid
so
him.
bad. Like
Why pay him so early if he's so bad?
Because he won.
They paid him.
early.
They paid him like he was the man.
He won
I
early.
think that was McVay. I think that was his ego, thinking that he had enough talent that his offense can make up for Goff's deficiencies. So I think he's a salesman. He's a salesman. He has that personality. He can talk to the owners and convince them that Goff was the guy. But I truly believe that he knew that Goff wasn't that good. He just thought that his offense can overcome anything that Goff couldn't do. And once Goff started to hurt the team, he had to go.
Sound like Chip Kelly, don't it?
Chip Kelly was the worst. shout out to Bo 2.0, yo. Chip Kelly was the worst. Ice, man, what's your thoughts on this trade? Who you think won?
I'm with Vaughn and Troop. LA.
Okay, Buffalo sticking together.
I mean, Stafford, man, like
That's about
It
right.
got nothing to do with Buffalo, man. It's
Mafia.
common sense.
What you coming?
we see
Mafia.
we see what Stafford can do with or without superstars. Like he still puts up the numbers. So now that he has weapons, it's gonna be interesting to watch. As far as Detroit, man, what they say, man, that factory town is done, man. Like all they organizations is trash. Like,
Wow.
man,
So you think those are going to be low number one picks? Like you don't think they're going to be
man, it's over.
upper
man.
half? You think they're going to be 20s and 30s? Well,
Like
20s.
Vaughn
For sure.
said, if they do, if they do get them picks, like they gonna draft some guys that was supposed to be in the 7th round in the 1st round. Man. They organization is just horrible,
Wow.
from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
If I could just interject real quick,
Absolutely.
the Rams they only have like a 2-3 year window though. I will
Yeah,
say that.
I agree.
If they don't get it done in these next 2 to 3,
They gotta break it up.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And it's
a
a
wrap.
big rap too because they gave up a lot of their future. Mr. Young and Talented, what's your thoughts on this trade, man?
I can't believe anybody up here. Nobody won this trade. They both lost. Like, both are just idiots. Both were idiots. LA gave up way too much capital for Matthew Stafford. And Detroit, you're just not going to do nothing properly with the picks. That's what the problem with y'all. Y'all didn't really lose. Y'all just not going to do the right thing with the picks. And LA did not win. Matthew Stafford has been throwing and getting a bunch of yards for like the last 8 years, y'all. Where has that taken them?
Without Megatron too.
With and without Megatron,
Yes,
it
that's
didn't
what I'm
take
saying.
them anywhere. It's not going to change because you took Matthew Stafford, who was all about the yards and living the high life, and sent him to LA, and y'all think this shit is good?
Listen.
Oh my God. Yo, wait till Matthew Stafford get a hold of LA, some beaches, some bars, and throw 4 or 5 touchdowns, and he learned the high life on the big city. Y'all tripping. They not finna win nothing. They getting ready to go home first, second round, like they been doing.
Hey,
They going first, second round, like they been doing.
Without that
And
draft
Sean
capital.
McVay, I know you was like the youngest coach to do it. You finna get fired, player. So get ready to look for your new area because Matthew Stafford finna get you fired. I promise y'all.
And y'all see that foolishness that was going on around the internet, that fake tweet. Like I personally don't believe it.
He's like
You talking about the
The pipe.
the wife thing.
the pipe thing.
the outward
Yeah,
pipe?
yeah.
Sean
I
McVay's
think
wife?
it was fake.
I
Oh
think-
my bad. I
I'm
thought
not
you was
sure.
talking about the Kylie Jenner sex tape. My bad.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure
nah.
if any of
I don't
that
know-
is.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm not
about.
sure if any of that is real or
I don't think it's
anything
real.
of it. But I can tell you this much.
Well, I know the Kylie Jenner Tiger sex tape is not real. I had my hopes up, but it just didn't.
Well,
it didn't
I
work
can
out for
tell
me
you-
in my hands.
Okay, well, I can tell you. Wow. I definitely can tell you one thing.
And this is a family show. I just want everybody to know that you are watching Fresh Perspective.
Wow.
And we love the kids. Wow. We love the kids.
I can
ahead,
tell
Mr.
you.
Young and Talented.
Matthew
what age are
Stafford
the kids
is
you
not
love?
finna. Matthew Stafford not finna do nothing. I'm telling y'all this right now. Like, this is gonna be. It's gonna get bad, y'all. Like,
I agree with Courtney. Y'all. I feel like Detroit stuck.
he's
LA
like, you know what Matthew
like they
Stafford is to
stuck
me?
him up.
There you go. You know what Matthew Stafford is? He's the generic version. Like when you go to the supermarket and they got the real version, then they got generic. He's the generic version of Phillip Rivers to me.
We call that off brand.
Feel me? Off-brand, generic version. However you want to look, he is that of Phillip Rivers to me.
Yeah, I got a question.
Not
for
the
you.
Cocoa Krispies. He's the
He's the Kroger crisp.
The Cocoa, yeah, the crispy
Yo,
Coke.
he the crispy
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's exactly
Court,
what this is, man.
I just got a few questions for you.
Yo,
Has Matthew Stafford ever had a defense in Detroit?
once or twice.
And
Detroit, when they had Ndamukong Suh and a couple of them boys, they had an okay,
that was a
solid
defensive.
defense.
That was a defensive line. They had
D-line.
they never had a secondary. Dre Bly was the best. And he's
Okay.
North Carolina's own Dre Bly was the best
No.
defender. That
Let's
they
say no.
Okay.
No.
Has he ever had a serious running game outside of when Reggie Bush was there?
Yeah, Reggie got 1,000 yards.
Has he ever had a running game?
I think one more person had 1,000. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember
Yeah,
the
Reggie
name.
had
The
1,000.
dude that got his,
Virginia
the dude
Tech.
that the dude that hurt his back.
I think he went to
Jonathan
Tech.
Yeah.
I think
Either
and the
the
cat
dude
from
from
Kevin wasn't Kevin something over there from Tech. They had maybe
Abdullah had close to 1,000.
Like they have had some running back.
And
The
then
answer is no, man.
And then, yeah, I mean, a serious running game. No,
He can have no running
defense,
game, no
none-
defense. He got it all now.
Has he ever had an offensive line?
No.
At Georgia.
So
Did he win at Georgia?
Yeah, no Sean too.
Did he win at Georgia?
No.
Have y'all seen him win anything significant
number
in
one.
his life
he
of
was
football?
he was in the national championship conversation at Georgia, though.
Yeah, here we go with this shit. Listen,
He lost one game.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and
And
grenades,
hand
bro. Outside of that, almost doesn't count.
All I'm saying is you give him one. The reason he didn't go to the national championship is
I'm
because
with y'all.
Todd Gurley
He's-
tore his ACL.
I'm
Am I right?
Correct.
He actually
Okay.
had no Sean. He didn't have Todd. He had no Sean.
Oh no, Sean.
No, Sean Moreno tore his ACL.
He had no Sean.
I'll say this.
Both of them.
Troop say he got 2-3 years. I agree. Los Angeles has 2-3 years to win in this window. Matthew Stafford got a season and a half to prove me right. I'm telling y'all, this shit's going.
I'm just
it's gonna
finding,
look good.
I find this so
10 wins.
alarming that you're saying this because you're
I
the
don't
same
believe it.
person that was saying when they started the year 5-0 last year.
Mm-hmm.
You was the same person that's saying, "Yo, Detroit might make some noise," and then they broke his
And then-
sternum.
Yeah. Something always happens, man. Something always happens to him. Always.
He's not Deshaun Watson. He can't play
Who
through
did I tell you he was to me?
a ruptured spleen.
You've
He's
known
not
me-
Deshaun Watson.
You've known me for years. Who did I just compare him to?
Phillip Rivers.
And how do I feel about Phillip
You
Rivers?
hate that guy.
And what do I say about Phillip Rivers?
He's trash.
He's going to do everything.
In the regular season, he's gonna be great.
And when the moment comes, he's going to disappear
But
on
you know what?
Matthew Stafford's going to prove me
Phillip
right.
Rivers
Watch
might
what
go
I
to the Hall of Fame.
He's going.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
He's going Hall of Fame.
He might be first ballot.
Court was actually rooting for the Bills to win, man. So Phillip Rivers could come out of this slump, man.
You said all that about Phillip Rivers, and Phillip
Yo,
Rivers
man,
might be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Hey, we got a special. True, I got a question for you, man. Since we violating guest etiquette 101, I'm gonna try to bring it back.
All right, cool.
True. As prolific as you were in college as a college basketball player, what is your view on how skilled the youth are today as it pertains to when you were playing on the college landscape?
Their skill level.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think today is so much about athleticism.
Yes.
But I will say these kids are definitely skilled as well. It's like man, they're so athletic that they could just pick up on whatever they see. You know, if it's Steph shooting threes, then like they start to shoot threes. If it's hard doing step backs, now they're doing step backs. If it's the Euro step, like they pick up on everything. But everybody seems to play alike whenever, you know, somebody, the most popular player is doing this thing. So they're very impressionable, I think. But I guess it's a matter of they're so athletic that it leaks over to their skill levels being like interchangeable.
So
But
would you say that there's no?
I'm sorry, but you can also say jack of all trades, but a master of none.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So would you say that there is a lack of authentic creativity in the game today?
I mean, I think they're creative, but they're just not original. It's like it's not too many unique players.
It's a bunch of remixes out there.
Yeah, they all playing the same way.
And you know what, D, I want to get a question in because I see where you're going with this. Hey, Troop, just kind of give us a little insight as to your background and your history. Why you would be a person to ask that question in the first place. I know Vaughn kind of gave us a quick cliff notes on who you are and what you've accomplished in the introduction. But kind of tell us a little bit about your history and what you're doing in the game and if you're doing anything currently.
Well, currently, I'm refereeing high school basketball and college men's basketball. Played at Cornell for 4 years. I played a couple years over over in Europe. I was in Norway and France, and I was an assistant coach on the men's basketball team at Army, United States Military Academy.
West Point, baby.
Yeah, West Point. And I was inducted to the Cornell Hall of Fame in 2015, which was 6 years ago. Wow.
Just to be clear, where do you rank in terms of point guards in terms of all-time scoring?
At Cornell?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a good question.
Just in terms of point guards, not overall.
I'm not sure. I might be two, one or two. I'm not sure.
Okay. So you know the game. You've coached the game. You've played the game on a high level. Just real quick, I know this wasn't like on our list, but since we're talking to you, whose game do you like in the league right now? I know it's a couple of cats out here that we talked about, last year, especially during the bubble basketball thing. We saw a lot of good basketball. Like, who do you like in the game right now?
That's such a tough question, man.
It's a lot out there to like, huh?
It is a lot to like. I love how Dame Lillard goes about the game.
Okay.
He's so shifty. He's so good at changing direction and changing speed, and he just finds a way to do it no matter what. I've always been the type that don't make excuses, man. If you have to make an excuse, then you shouldn't even be on the floor. And he doesn't make excuses. He just finds a way to kill you, and he's relentless. So I just love the way he plays the game. But Steph is just special, bro.
Shout out to Bo 2.0. Talk to me about Steph's game, man.
Steph is just special, man. To be able to do what he does without the same athleticism as almost every other point guard in the game, and I just think he's on another level of any other point guard. I in every aspect. I mean, and he took his game and he made everybody else adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to come in and make changes or anything like that. He revolutionized the position, man. He revolutionized the position, the way he shoots the ball, the way he plays without the ball in his hands. Man, he just does it all. He just does it all, and he's a great interviewer.
Okay.
He's an incredible interviewer, man. Whenever he speaks, it doesn't matter the question.
What do you mean by he's a great interviewer, Troop? Because I think as a podcaster, for all, and this comes for everybody that's sitting on this desk. As a podcaster, as an interviewer, as a moderator, I think that there's a lot lost in the translation on what it takes to both conduct a good interview and to give a good interviewer a good interview as the interviewee. So, what do you mean by he's a good interviewer?
So I'm real into public speaking, and I wish I was a great public speaker. I'm not, but I pay attention to it a lot. No matter who interviews him, he always has the same temperament, and he doesn't fumble his words. He doesn't use filler statements, phrases like you know what I'm saying. He doesn't do any of that, and he's always even keeled, and he seems to be the right answer, but it seems genuine. It seems genuine all the time, and you never hear Steph sounding like someone else. Whenever you hear him speak, you're like, that's him. And I think that's the sign of a great interviewee.
Okay.
Great interviewee, just because
he aced that public speaking class.
Yeah.
He aced
either that or he was properly coached.
Nah, he aced that public speaking class. You could see it in it. Look at what he's talking about in certain interviews when he's processing. When they teach you in public speaking not to use fillers, but they'll tell you either not to say nothing or he'll go, Yeah, he won't say he'll say and then go into starting a regular general conversation, let his brain process, and then he'll lead directly into what he got to say. They'll teach you they'll give you pre-concept words or ways to start your sentences off as your brain process, and then straight through, and he basically aced that. Like,
Okay, and I got another question for you, Cornell. I mean, I'm sorry, Truth, because you actually did some coaching as well.
You can call me Cornell. It's cool.
Look, I tried to play it off, but yeah, you did some coaching as well, and we talk a lot about coaching on this podcast because coaching is extremely important
at the D1 level. At that,
yeah, absolutely. So you did some real teaching. So who are some of the coaches that you like on a professional level? Who you think is the next level coach that really doesn't get a whole lot of public?
And True, when you answer that, make sure you give the full gambit of what your responsibilities were at West Point, because it wasn't just coaching. You were responsible for scouting players. You were responsible for player development. I mean, I think, again, there's a lot lost in the translation on what it takes to be an assistant coach, what it takes to operate at the highest levels, the D1 level, especially at West Point, where there's a high level of expectation and a high level of visibility. So,
massive level of responsibility as an assistant coach, because you become the role model for the guys that you're coaching. You become like a parent figure in a sense, and once a parent trusts you to, I'll just say, lead their kid for 4 years. I mean, that's a huge responsibility. It's just bigger than basketball, and I think the best coaches understand that. I think the best coaches are the ones who can relate with the kids, the young men, and it's very important to be able to speak to them, but it's also very important to hear them out, because, as an athlete, you can only hear the message so much. At some point you're going to have to make your own decision. Am I going to listen to my coach? Am I going to listen to my elders and do what they say, or am I going to try to remix it and do it my own way? Tell them that I'm listening, but like really in my mind, in my heart, I'm gonna do it my own way. So, as a coach, like, you have to develop a rapport with them so they can trust you. I think the best coaches on a professional level are the ones who can, develop that rapport, who can get these professional, egotistical, uber talented individuals to trust them, and to believe in their philosophy. I don't watch the Raptors a lot, but damn, Nurse is a hell of a coach, yo. Like, he's incredible. Like, no matter if he has a superstar, no matter if he has guys who are ascending to that, he still finds a way to get his team wins. Yeah. And they can play any type of style, man. And all their players are rugged, Like, all those dudes, you just know they're not afraid of anything. And I'm not exactly, I don't know much about Nick Nurse, but just seeing the way that his team plays and the way that they respond to him, like, I just love how he does it.
Okay, and that's a perfect segue into our next segment. We got to talk about Courtney's boy. Courtney, you've been big on Eric B for a while now, and you was one of the guys that was talking about him before he made it to the mainstream media. Like, what's your thoughts on him not getting a job, and why do you think he hasn't gotten a job yet?
Why he hasn't gotten one yet? I don't know. Listen, I've always felt that front offices, some ownerships, I don't even want to use the word cowards, right? I just think there's this thing with people being familiar with other people or connected to people that's familiar with other people, so they don't really take the opportunity to go out there and meet new people and get different perspectives, or they don't even understand the generation. They're so far removed that I don't think they understand how important, last True was saying, how important it is to be able to connect to your players, to your stars, how to communicate to them what they're going through, their era, their thing. Like they're super far removed. So when you have owners that are so far removed, and you have executives who, I won't say they don't care, but they're dealing with the networks and connections that they've built over time, which most of them are so far removed. I don't see why they would naturally, you know what I'm saying? I don't see why they naturally do it. So for him, prime example, shout out to D Birds, but me and him having a conversation and saying Andy Reid might walk away from this after that and give Eric B the job, that's really, really dope for him. If not, and Eric B wins, I know everybody disagreed with me when I say this, but I'm going back to what I said last year this time, that at some point, Eric B, you are who you are. Like, if it ain't about money and it's just about coaching on somewhere in a prime, and I know most people say, well, why you got to leave? There's a real way to make them folks come get you, and they got to pay you. They got to double that down. Again, Deion went to an HBCU. I'm not saying going to an HBCU, but find a college program that need a resurrection. Go to USC, Eric B. Take 2 years, go to the West Coast right quick. Bring USC back to its prominence. I guarantee you somebody in the NFL going to throw that bag and go, yo, come over here to my team.
That's what Charlie Strong did to Louisville.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you have to go that route, but if it's just about coaching and proving your point, Eric B., you're that good. You could get on the line with somebody in USC and go, look, man, I'm trying to get this done. Get with the right people in L.A. I'm trying to get out here. Let me put the Trojans back in the program. I could bet my bottom dollar. He put the Trojans back on the map, they going to come calling. He put anywhere on the map, they going to come calling, and now you get to charge them double for making you have to go through that route. If it's about just coaching. If not, play the back line and get your chips. Because yes, it's a strategic thing they doing over there, and there's random people who get opportunities. We get that. We know the game that's being played. So either you're going to manipulate the game and play it how you need to get what you're trying to get off, or you're just going to keep complaining about it, and we're going to deal with what we've been dealing with the last 3-4 years.
You know, that's a good point. Before I go to you, Ice, on this next one, is just, as a Raven fan, like, every time we have a top-notch coordinator, they don't let us keep them for more than 1 year. And, like, Pat Mahomes is too dangerous with Andy Reid and Eric B. Hold on.
I just wanted to ask you, when was the last time you seen a Ravens top-notch coordinator that was black?
I wasn't even getting to that point. Like,
that's a caveat within.
I know, but I'm about to come. I'm about to come there because the tandem or the teamwork of Eric B, Andy Reid is too potent right now. I'm surprised the league hasn't just broke them up just for the sake of breaking them up. Because when we had Kubiak, gone. When we had Chuck Pagnato, gone. It's like Marvin Lewis, gone. It's like whenever we would have a top-notch, coordinator, they wouldn't let us keep him. Flacco, like, first 5 years of his career, he had 5 different coordinators. So it's like you got Eric B and Andy Reid, and Pat Mahomes is killing the league right now.
They out there doing favors, man. It's old people in them organizations.
I know. Why would the league not break that up? So Ice, I'm gonna give it. You want it?
No. Go ahead. Okay. I want to hear what Ice got to say because I'm gonna piggyback off Ice because I know where he gonna go.
So why do you feel like Eric B? I mean, because Andy Reid, Eric B, they too good together. Like, they should have been broke this up.
I mean, I don't want to get into the race thing, but
speak your truth. Speak your truth, King.
You're. I mean, let's look at the Roney rule. It's complete bullshit. All we gotta do is interview you. We don't gotta hire you. Just interview you. I mean,
they bumped it up to 2.
The coaches that have got hired,
they giving out draft picks, bro.
Is ridiculous.
They're giving out incentives.
Like,
they incentivizing you to interview and hire black people.
Like it's
come on, y'all.
It's like,
come on, guys. We'll give you a draft pick.
We'll give you come on, yo. We'll give you an extra draft pick if you like. It's times like this where I just be like, yo, I'm done with the NFL, man. But
that's why I'm rolling with Tampa Bay.
Like,
booyah.
Boom. Whole staff up under Bruce Arians. Black.
Shout out to Leftwich.
And he been that way for a while.
Shout out to Leftwich.
But Eric B, he deserves a head coaching job somewhere. But
according to Bo, he not calling them plays.
He's not calling the plays.
So, you know,
And if he is calling the plays, it's derived specifically from the game plan that they have. That Andy Reid gives him situational access to say, all right, in this situation you do this, in this situation you do that. But the creativity is still coming directly from Andy Reid.
so does that hurt his
How long Eric
opportunity?
B been with the Chiefs?
I'm not sure. I had to fact check that. But
Okay.
but to answer your question, Irv, and this is what I was going to get into, that has nothing to do with whether he deserves a head coaching job. You ask around the NFL, Mike Tomlin is one of the worst X and O's guys on the coaching landscape. But you look at his success;
He's a leader of men.
he's a leader of men. You don't have to be a great X's and O's guys to be a head coach. So I wish we would take this off the table and stop using this pussyfoot ass cop-out excuse as to why he doesn't deserve a head coaching job. The fact of the matter is he's paid his dues. He deserves a head coaching job, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised.
That's why
Oh, no, I'm not
I agree
surprised.
with Court. I
I'm not
agree with
surprised
Court.
at all.
At some point, you gonna have to cut your losses and be like, all right, this is what it is. I'm good with that. I'm gonna go write my own check. Thank you, Andy, for doing everything for me. These motherfuckers don't want to give me what I need. I'm gonna go write my own check, and then when they come calling,
I'll stick around till they come calling. Like until you come for me, I'm not asking for.
He
no
got there
interview.
He got Pat
2013. He was the
Mahomes.
running back coach.
I'm not.
He got there 2013.
He
He
got
was the
Pat
running back
Mahomes.
coach from 2013 to
Yeah.
2017.
So why am I gonna
7
leave?
years.
He became an OC 2018.
Why am I gonna leave?
So Andy
I
might
got
be
Pat
calling
Mahomes.
plays. Andy might be calling plays.
he only became.
Andy might be calling plays, and he might be following Andy's script. But I know that offense changed from 18 to now, as opposed to what it was 17 to 13.
It would have to have changed because in 17, Alex Smith was the starting quarterback,
And he was solid. He wasn't spectacular.
and they went to
Like
the
Pat.
AFC Championship game, didn't they?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
So you replace him with a quarterback that is about 5 times better than he
Well,
is.
you didn't keep Eric B as the running back coach. I know that.
I mean,
I know you're that.
he came in as a
promoted
running back
him.
coach because he used to be a running back.
Hey, I know when you got Pat Mahomes and them boys, you didn't leave him there with them running backs.
But if Matt Nagy never leaves Kansas City,
You believe-
Matt Nagy is probably still the OC.
Well, how did that work out for Matt Nagy?
It's working out horribly.
Okay, all right. So miss me with the Mike Nagy thing, man. Like, come on now. Like,
True, man. What's your outlook on the enemy situation, bro? I can't. Oh, hold
Hey,
on.
Troop can't hear you, bro.
True, we can't hear you. Hold on. We can't hear you. Okay, we can hear you now.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
back.
back.
I was just gonna say, is Andy Reid, is he reaching out to these teams to plug Eric B?
it's a good question.
that's
I
a
know
great question.
he's spoken out, but I don't know if he's reaching out.
He spoke
But
out
that's what
during.
I'm saying, like,
He spoke out
Is
during
that part
press.
of the process, Drew?
He spoke out during press week saying that Eric Bieniemy
Even
definitely
before that.
deserves it. Yeah, but I mean, like he was.
I'm not
it's
talking
very
about,
rare.
I'm not talking about in the public. I'm not talking
Okay.
about in the media. I'm talking about
In the private.
Yeah, I'm making this phone call behind the scenes because you better believe for what's his name, Campbell in Detroit.
Right.
I'm pretty certain Peyton made a call. You know, I'm pretty certain these linebacker coaches who are becoming head coaches, the head coach made a call to say, listen, this guy did this, that, and the third. This is why he should be the head coach. And Andy Reid is somebody that these owners will likely trust. That's my thought process. But I think Eric. I don't know if Andy's making that call or not. But like, if Andy's making that call, I don't see why Eric wouldn't get the opportunity, unless Eric is just a horrible interviewee. I mean,
I don't care
True,
how
if-
bad he is.
True, if I may, man, I thought you were gonna go into this, but nobody did. I really thought Ice was gonna go into this, but nobody did. So if I may, Irv,
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
it for me, Eric Bieniemy doesn't have a job because of who needs a job, because of who needed a head coach.
Interesting.
He's
Go
not
a little
gonna,
deeper on that.
He's not gonna get hired. He's not gonna get hired in Detroit.
No,
They
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
even
want that.
He wouldn't want that, and I wouldn't want that, and it's evident they don't even want their own black man. So
Shout
why
out
would
to
they want
Jim
Eric B?
Caldwell. Go ahead.
He's not going to get hired as the New York Jets because Todd Bowles messed that up. And he damn sure ain't getting hired in Houston because we know that racist ass owner and his son don't want a black head of.
But how could Todd Bowles mess that up? Like, so one black man get a job. And
You went
he's
from
not
AFC
successful.
championship games to the worst in the conference. That's why you messed it up.
So can no other black man get that job?
Well, the coach.
I'm not saying that.
Adam Gase
I'm not saying
didn't do
that
better.
can't no other black man get that job. I'm just saying that just like when Barack Obama left office, it's gonna be a few years.
Adam Gase ain't do better.
Adam
Sure,
Gase.
and
Adam
he's
Gase.
trash. So white
technically
people, white
did
men
worse,
can't get the job
but
now.
Adam Gase technically did worse, but we all know that their
Technically.
leash.
Technically.
He did do worse.
Not
He
even
did do worse.
and
So
every
now-
But
so
we
white
all
man can't get
know
the job
that
now?
their leash is a lot longer than ours.
Absolutely. I respect.
And so if you're gonna have a black man come in there, insert Sailor, he better
Well,
look
well-
light bright and almost.
No, he is who he is. So he's still hired. It doesn't matter how you try to make it look.
He is who he is.
He is who he is. So we're not going.
That hiring went just like black colleges.
I say.
It went just like HBCUs.
I really do think Eric B got it
Back in the 40s.
I do think if Andy don't retire, like say they win, I think they win. I think Andy walk off, and it's Eric B job.
Now that would be dope.
And,
That would be
and
dope.
for me, I'm with that all the way because I think he should stay with Pat, and Pat'll be cool with that, and it should be your job because you've been prepped for this. If either way, win or lose, if he doesn't, Eric B just got to do for self, bro. Like Eric B just got to do for self. Like he just got to go out there. Trust me, a big program will throw the bag because they know. If I just said USC simply because I know if you take the Super Bowl winning OC and you place him in Los Angeles, California at USC, you talking about recruitment will change? It will change the landscape for him.
How'd that work for? What was that dude from New England that went to Notre Dame? How'd that work out for him?
You talking about not Chip Kelly, but Charlie Wise.
Charlie Wise.
Charlie
How'd that work out
Weiss.
for
Charlie Weiss ain't
Weiss?
never been compared to no Eric B.
we
Nobody
heard
thought
that.
Charlie Weiss was that.
I mean, he was a
He was,
championship
he, was
winning
a, he, was a,
OC.
he was a very good
was
offensive
hot.
mind, though.
He was hot.
He was a very good offensive mind.
Yeah, okay.
But he's never recovered from that. That's the key.
Well,
He's
that's
never
why I brought
recovered
that
from
up.
that performance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Chip Kelly, recovery. Brian Kelly, even if he leaves, recovery.
So like I said, Charlie Weiss really wasn't that good. They was just gassing that boy up for that Notre Dame job there. Right? Because there's people who went away and failed and then redeemed themselves other places going back to doing what they do.
We don't need to focus on Pete Carroll, bro. Just relax.
and
Big dog.
and for the fans.
Shout out to Pete always, man.
Courtney is a diehard USC fan. That's
Fact.
why he's trying to get.
I'm a Pete Carroll fan.
He's trying to get Eric
I'm
B to go to
surprised. I'm
USC.
surprised Courtney ain't throw Nick Saban back in my face with that Miami stink.
Hey, nah, you good. I'm gonna let Nick the quick
But
get that.
fellas,
'cause
can I-
he ain't been back since. I'm my fault. I just want you to know.
Can I adjust the flow real quick though?
At least Pete went back.
Can I adjust the flow?
Yeah, do your
Because
thing.
we talking about people who failed. I actually
My
wanna
whole
talk-
hand full of rings.
I actually want to talk about people who's doing well right now. And Ice, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Who do you got for league MVP in the NBA right now? Like who you think is playing the best ball? I'm gonna go Ice, and then I'm gonna go with you, Troop, on this one. So Ice, talk to me. Who you think? Yuri Burrows. What's up, man? Shout out to you, brother.
I'm gonna go right now. Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid, what? Hold on, I'm sorry, I missed something. What happened?
Right now.
Here we go.
Joel Embiid.
Troop, get ready for this conversation.
Ice, get on. Let's get on.
I just want. What was the question again?
We talking about MVP candidates.
Who's MVP
in the
right
NBA?
now?
Who playing the best ball?
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
He looks like he took however long the off season was
Process.
to get in shape. Philly's playing good. They got Doc. Well, we all know how that is.
We
though,
cut
but
we cut Doc up too, boy. On that one, we cut him up.
I know for
but-
damn sure he playing better than Ben Simmons.
Oh my God. Here we go, Jesus.
Anybody
just
else
saying.
or is Embiid? That's who you would get the MVP to right now.
Embiid and KD. They're my two right now. Embiid and KD.
All right, Troop, talk to me, man. Who your leading MVP candidates in the NBA right now?
I mean,
Oh, Joker. I'm sorry.
Oh, Joker. Okay.
Joker.
So-
Sorry, I got them my top three.
I was gonna say he's playing better than anybody. I mean, he just put up 50 today. I
Yeah,
don't know if y'all knew that.
yeah.
Like 50 and 12 or something. He's damn near averaging a triple double, and like dude is just incredible right now. But they're not winning enough. Nobody's gonna get MVP over LeBron unless they just have this incredible season and they win like 60 games or something. After LeBron lost it last year, it pretty much was in the bag for him to win it this year. And LeBron's numbers, they good, but they're not jumping off the page. So, I mean, you can't go against LeBron unless you 20-5 at this point, averaging a triple-double or something like that. So, it's LeBron. It's LeBron.
Okay. Courtney.
It's starting to get a little crooked here. The comment section is now starting to light
shout
up.
out to Ernest, Alice. Hey, Courtney, you're the resident scout, man. So what's your thoughts? Who you think the current MVP?
Well, to start off, because Braun ass is like 3-4. I don't care nothing about his crying and complaining. Joker is out here damn near triple-double as a center. Joel Embiid. Braun, you wanted it as of right now. I seen you play Philadelphia. You lost. So, Joel Embiid right now is in front of you.
Who's
This
driving that
season
Utah engine?
none of them. That is a team effort. If you can give a team MVP, then sure, Utah got it. But if you're talking about a particular guy, not near one of their asses MVP candidates. not one of them. No, get out of here, bro. We're not even gonna start this right now. It's a weird season for me with the MVP thing because there's dudes with numbers and the team rating, like the Clippers are 1 or 2, depending on what the standings is. Clippers are like 1 or 2, so you like, yo, how can Kawhi not be in the conversation? Braun is right there, so it's like, why Braun? But then you look at Joker almost averaging a triple-double. You look at Joel in the East. So it's a weird year. Like, even in that, to me right now is Joel, Joker, Braun, Kawhi, and then whoever you want to tag in at the bottom. I don't think Kawhi's in the race, but I think he's in the conversation. He can't not be in the conversation when I got the number 1 record in the West, and my numbers are not bronze, but they're on par. So, like, I really think, like, this is going to be one of the most fun seasons. Like, the second half is going to be super interesting. I mean, I can't even really judge it now. You got to think, bro, the Knicks are 6, bro. Like, the Knicks are 6. I had them just fighting for the bubble. They 6. So, like, it's a long season, bro. Like, it's a lot going on right now. But that would be my tier. It'd be Joel, Joker, Braun, Kawhi, and then whoever you want to tag in around.
Okay, Mr. Professional. Who you got, man?
Oh, and I'm disrespectful. Hold on. I'm super disrespectful. Kawhi's 5, KD.
That's why I was looking at you.
I'm tripping.
That's why
I'm tripping because I had
like,
KD winning it, and I keep saying somebody missing. In real life, KD is like Joel, Joker, KD to me, but you got to do a little bit more Braun on the tail. You got to get you got to get the Nets. Yeah, you got to get the Nets above 3. You got to get them 2, 3 fighting for 1, going to snatch that 1 seed. Because I have KD winning it. I'm still on wax. I'm not changing that, but while your team ain't there right now, bro, you gotta pull them, and y'all losing, y'all scoring 130 and giving up 140.
They giving up 1,000.
Y'all giving up 1,000. Like, I'm seeing team, like when I see Colin Sexton come off pick and rolls, like he's Steph Curry.
We're gonna talk about them too, so I don't go too deep in them.
It's crazy. Giannis is not getting a mention though.
Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's crazy. Greek Freak is not getting. I mean, he's
still him, but
shout out to the World Step.
He's still him.
He's still him.
Yeah.
Mr. Professional, what you think, man?
And Steph.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oof. Steph carrying them boys.
Yeah.
I should have muted.
Man.
I should have muted Troop.
He stole your thunder.
Yeah, I was just about to say Steph.
Well, go ahead and say
Hey,
Steph.
that's a hell of an argument. You got him at the top.
Listen,
Explain to me, brother.
Listen, Last year they looked like trash, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hot mess trash.
Yep.
This year they look
we
like
Oh,
tried-
yeah, shit. I just let him go.
We tried to put a bucket on Draymond to let him carry the team, and he looked like the inside of somebody's asshole.
Okay.
Whoa.
This year,
I don't know what that looked like, but okay, go ahead. I just want to put that on record.
yo, don't
I
ask
don't
me
know what that looked like.
don't ask me what that looked like, because I'm gonna take you to the TLC channel now. Relax.
You feel me? I just want to put that on wax.
Hey, for y'all that don't know, check out the Learning Channel, man. They show you all types of shit.
Absolutely, y'all do that.
Actually, y'all listen to Fresh Perspective, and we are a family show.
Hey, man, never mind.
Thank you.
Families get never mind.
Thank you.
No, I mean, I feel like I feel like what Steph is doing, despite
Not
the fact
having
that
his brother, the Splash brother.
I don't. I mean, I don't think that. I think that when you get W's out of 60-point outings, and you are exceeding expectations, given the fact that you lost your Splash brother, it means something. And now they forcing Steph to actually lead a team now. And so, like people have been saying for years, and I had this argument in a separate chat. People have been saying for years, well, Draymond is the voice and the leader of that locker room, but he ain't the one getting them buckets out there. He ain't the one that they depended on every night. And it's not like, and to Troop's point, it's not like he's shying away from the responsibility. When they take L's, he owns it.
Hey, I know this is like against my religion, and I know Bo is gonna clap somewhere. But what you're not gonna do is treat Draymond like he's just a regular dude, because Steph was getting his ass whooped out there until Dre got back and got them boys in proper order.
The 62-point outing, he didn't have Dre.
That was cute. He was out there getting work.
3-game win streak.
Hey.
At that
You
time,
better cut it out.
Draymond just makes them look better.
A lot better. Kelly Oubre looks like a ball player. They look like their offense. They look in sync.
Kelly Oubre looks like an athlete. He don't look like a ball player yet.
They ass wasn't in playoff contention before Draymond got
Facts.
These are facts. Okay.
Facts.
Niggas was coming out there having a field day looking at Steph try to shoot their way through this. You hear me?
I think with Steph, I think he heard
the noise.
He heard boys talking about something he
Yeah.
done all this, and it just said, "I'm gonna just show y'all." Like shit, I
He finally
still got it.
He finally started just pulling and realized you can't run the offense right now, stupid. You don't got the players to run it. Just pull. Be Steph Curry. Be that elite
Be
shooter.
your idol and be AI.
And once he started going, he at that level. I watched them boys almost lose by 30 to the Knicks. So he gonna have to prove it to me.
Okay. All right.
I like him.
Yo, but who's on their team? I mean,
Nobody.
what's the dude? Damian Lee.
Damian
Who
Lee,
hitting
His
game
brother-in-law.
winners?
Damian Lee,
That's his brother-in-law.
Andrew
The comp-
Wiggins, Kelly Oubre.
Even Wiggins is playing pretty well.
He's hooping.
Yeah.
Those dudes, man. Like,
What about John
It's-
Wall and Cousins?
Hold on. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like when you see guys who you don't know, we'll say no names, right?
Right.
You see these guys with confidence. You see them play in a certain type of way, like that's a reflection of their leader. Steph is absolutely having an impact on these dudes' confidence level.
Yep.
And you can see it. You can tell. Like those boys out there hitting shots.
Yeah.
They talking trash. Like I was watching them the other day. They punished the Mavericks, who aren't playing that well.
Thank God.
I'm sure there's a conversation somewhere about Luka.
Works for me.
As far as like what he was supposed to do this year, but the way that they did those boys, man, and the way that they
opening up floodgates,
Drew.
True.
Like,
True, you opening up wormholes that we don't need,
I don't
right?
know what I'm getting myself into, man. But I just the reason that I mentioned Steph was because the way that the Warriors started this season, and it's like a light just switched, man. It just flipped on, and they're turning that thing around. And you see it happening. You just see it happening.
I just got to give some shout outs real quick. Shout out to Bo 2.0, Trust Raven, my man Dalton Smith, and Yuri Burrows. They definitely in the building. So the comments about
thank you, Trust Ravens. I said this earlier in the year.
Yes, sir. What Trust say? I like the job my guy Monty Williams is doing coaching Phoenix. Oh, okay.
Just remember, he's not coaching Phoenix by himself. Chris Paul is there. Anyway, moving on.
We're gonna let that live too. Thank you.
And everybody who's in, please like and share this show because we about to get it on. Did y'all have any other comments on MVP? Because I definitely want to segue.
I don't think none of the rest of them is MVP. I think Wall and Boogie hooping, but I didn't think nothing less. I've been on wax since last year that Wall was coming back with a vengeance, and everybody thought I was tripping, and I still hold to that. I'm
still upset about that.
What up, Dre?
And I'm gonna go on wax real quick because before I talk about this picture that Ice had put in the chat, I'm gonna go on wax real quick. I've been a Wizards fan since 1993.
That's your problem.
Sorry.
That's your problem. That ain't nobody else's problem.
I'm telling y'all right now.
I forgot they had a team in '93.
If they trade
Gilbert
Bradley Beal for nothing, I'm turning in my colors.
He ain't getting traded for nothing, but
I'm a free agent. If we get like when they traded Harden and got Kevin Martin, if we do something like that,
well, get ready.
I'm trading in my colors. I'm done. It's been almost 20 years I've been with this team.
Nobody gets fair value, man.
Bruh, if we trade Bradley Beal for nothing, I'm out. I'm a free agent. And you know, if they do that, we might have to have a poll. Guys, I'm gonna let y'all choose my next team. If they trade Bradley Beal for nothing, we're gonna have a fresh
They're gonna trade him for a pound of weed, man. You know what I mean?
They do it, man.
You can smoke in DC.
I was gonna say legal weed too. Legal weed.
Yeah, you can smoke.
Hold on.
What's up, Ron?
Dre,
Thomas?
what you not gonna do is jump on these comments with this dumb shit right here.
Yeah, Dre,
that Kyrie MVP, you could go get on a boat and fucking just sail. Sail somewhere on a boat. Kyrie can't be MVP at all. There's no way in the hell he could get MVP.
Shout out to
the
Andre
NBA
the
won't
Torch.
give him MVP.
Yeah.
You hear me?
He
But,
got
hey,
50 and won't get it.
Hey, Courtney, remember that picture that Ice put in the feed? Yo, Ice put a picture of a door, and it had a Cheeto as a latch. And on the Cheeto, it said the Nets defense.
Listen.
Troop, I got to ask you a question. We got to talk about this Nets defense now. Because, see, my Wizards actually got them twice, like putting up a $145 on their head. So, do you feel like the defensive woes on the Nets team is going to get fixed in time for them to make an actual championship run? Or do you feel like it's going to be an Achilles heel?
Oh, man, I was having this conversation in a different chat. And with Steve Nash and D'Antoni as your coaches, your top two coaches, you're not going to learn defense from your coach.
My boy. Yes.
But KD, Kyrie, KD with the Warriors, Kyrie with Cleveland, they come from systems where the defense was, the scheme was great. I'm probably in the minority, but I think James Harden can play defense once he gets in shape.
Yeah.
We've
seen him play D.
He's in shape.
Right. So
he's in shape.
I mean,
it's
I'm
round.
not gonna go off of him blocking Dort's 3-point shot at the end of the game in the bubble as him playing defense.
He looks like a keg.
But I think he can play defense, and I think that it's going to have to come from the leaders. It's going to have to come from those three to bring what they learn from other systems and essentially like teach the defensive schemes to the teammates. It's going to have to come from the players because it's not coming from the leadership.
Hey, Court, you see that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, True.
Yeah, I think that they can salvage it. I think that they can figure something out. But once those dudes still have to gel. They still have to mesh.
Yeah.
And I think eventually, like, they will figure it out amongst themselves, not from Nash or D'Antoni.
I mean, if you
Can
look
I
at
piggyback off that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can piggyback right off of that. And that right there, folks, is why I do not believe they will win. I do believe they'll be in the finals, but I do believe they'll lose. Because he's 1,000% right. The leadership is definitely going to come from the players. The players are going to have to get on each other. The players are going to have to figure out the defensive scheme. Here is the problem. KD can't talk to Kyrie, nor can he yell at Kyrie the wrong way before Kyrie checks out on your ass. So you have to be timid around him. And then James Harden really don't give a damn what neither one of y'all say. He's playing point guard fairly now, but you get the yelling and talking, and he'd check out on your ass too. So you have a bunch of sensitive superstars, neither who are really defensive dominated.
KD is.
No. He can play defense, but that's not him. KD not the KG, pull up the shorts. I got this. He not AD when he was in Kentucky where he go, yo, I'm going to be defense, rebound, make sure I control this side. Y'all go get buckets. That's not him. He can play it, but we've never seen him be such. So
he's not he's a very underrated defender.
No, fact. I'm not saying he's a trash. He's not Kyrie and James Harden,
he's not
but he's not a defensive leader. He's not going to go out there and change the trajectory of the team. Like Bron. When Bron get into that mode, it's, hey, y'all get over there. Y'all get, like, he want to probe and try to get blocks and rebounds and play that. He'll give you that. KD not finna do that, bro. KD is chilling.
What about
I give you 30. DeAndre who? He was see what I'm saying? This is the problem. When you count on DeAndre Jordan.
Bo said that Bo said that Joe Harris the best defender on their team.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Spencer Dinwiddie will help them a little bit when he get back.
He's not coming.
He's not coming back this year.
I thought he'd be back. They said he already shooting.
Nah, he ain't coming.
Well,
and then
you got to go find defense.
To Ernest's point, KD checked out on Golden State when Draymond jumped on his stuff.
He did what? Pause. Whoa.
Well,
Yo,
when he cursed at
Christ,
him.
yo.
When he cursed at him.
Right, there we go.
Yo, you wild.
There we go.
No, Courtney was wild talking about Tom Brady.
He said jumped on his stuff. Yo, relax.
Listen, I'm serious though. Like I do think they'll get to the finals because I don't think
Dre,
anybody
you gotta
in the
relax.
East, I don't think anybody in
Dre
the
definitely
East.
got to relax.
I don't think anybody in the East in 7 games gonna beat Brooklyn. I just think at the end of the day they score at a highly elite level. But when they catch Braun, AD, and them, or to me they catch anybody out west, they in trouble because they play a little bit more defense, offense than they do.
And before I get to Ice and Mr. Professional Dre, I will read your comment, okay?
That's
Dre,
no. He wasn't talking to you.
I was just talking about something else. Dre wanted us to come on one of his shows.
Yeah. I shook my head. I heard him. I got you.
Yeah, we got you. We
Iman
there.
Shumpert is not helping nothing, Bo. Shut up. What are you talking about? He's there for a check and to hang out, man. He's not finna help him do
losing
shit.
Jared Allen.
Mr. Professional.
No. Troop was just about to go where I was going to go. So go ahead, Troop.
Just losing Jared Allen, that
hurt.
That hurt right there.
That hurt.
That can be the entire season.
Yep.
That dude.
Yep.
Yo,
He was a
star in
defensive
his
anchor
role.
willing to do it and not need offense to do it.
Exactly. He was a star in his role.
Yep.
And, you know that.
Karis LeVert, though he had his situation, he was willing to take on the onus of that side of the road with them and not need a bunch of shots. Like they got rid of the guys that would go, all right, we're gonna work hard on that and then just take the shots we get. Brown is cool, but
Does this have remnants of?
oh no, it's Phoenix. I told you.
No. I'll even go further than that. Does this not have remnants of letting go of Maamute and Trevor Ariza and expecting Carmelo Anthony to fill a defensive need?
Oh, I mean, listen. I told y'all in the chat privately. I cracked up laughing the moment they hired Steve Nash and then Mike D'Antoni came. Oh, it was a wrap for me. Thank you, Brooklyn. We'll try this again next year.
And then they tried to blame Melo. Yo, y'all did that.
Wow.
What you think, Ax?
About what?
Brooklyn
Defense. You want to put up the picture. So what you because listen, Brooklyn is hell on the fast break. They hell on the fast break.
Hey.
But what you think about that defense?
Us 5 on this show right now. We could get a buck. We could get a $120 on them right now.
Look, and look,
We could get a $120 on them right now.
and I'm trash on the court. So
Like, yo, the way they playing defense, man. Yo, I'm sorry. I know it's early.
So you don't think they're going to be able to outscore these
I don't
people?
think they're going to the finals. If
you
they
gotta
keep
pick
playing
your
like
poison
this,
with
they're
them.
not going to the finals.
I got him fine. Who you got beat him?
Man.
Philly got a chance.
Man.
Philly got a shot.
Man. You and Trust Raven is tripping, man. Doc Rivers.
I said got a shot, bro.
Doc Rivers,
Listen,
Ben
man.
Simmons, and Joel Embiid. This is classic for choke moments.
I have
this
them-
is
I have
classic
them-
choke them out. Oh my God,
I have
3-1.
them.
They got Danny
I have them
Green
as the
and Steph
favorites.
Curry.
Hold on, man. I got them as the favorites, but you still got we don't know how Boston gonna be looking come playoff time.
If they get a right trade,
I don't even think they need a right trade.
I think they need Miles.
They can match bucket for bucket at least for 3.5 quarters.
I don't think Kyrie. I don't think Kemba can right now. I don't think Kemba can match Kyrie's score
right now. But Kemba's still off that stem surgery. If he's 100%, they can match.
I'm with you.
And who do you think is better, Cleveland or fucking Boston?
Oh, Boston for sure.
Exactly.
What's wrong
They
with the
put
Heat?
up a ball 50 on them boys, man.
What's wrong with
I
the
think
Heat?
they need
twice.
Miles Turner. That's the only difference for me.
You said that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
what's-
think they need Miles Turner. That's me. I think
Yeah,
that's
what's
their
the-
trade piece to put them in that window.
Okay, what's wrong with the Heat?
Why you care about a team that's not in the playoff? We're talking about current playoff teams.
I know. I'm saying, what's wrong with these guys? Like, I thought they was going to come
Pat
out.
Riley got
a little
fooled
better.
by Duncan Robinson. That's what
Listen.
happened. That's what happened. All right? That's what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. Jimmy Butler
Duncan
is
Robinson
not.
went back to D3 on him.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Duncan Rob went back to who he was. Feel me? Tyler ain't showing up like he was. He just having a sophomore slump. Dragic is old. They're not-
Dragic is on my fantasy
They-
team, and I'm trying to get rid of him
And
because
you
he's
can't
hurt
but
every other game.
Like they're gonna learn now because Avery Bradley is hurt, so they're gonna let Nunn play a little bit more. So that's gonna help their offense a little bit better for them. But you had Dragic in there who's older. You got Avery Bradley playing defense. You got Duncan playing like D3 Duncan. You got Tyler going through a sophomore slump. You got Jimmy in and out the lineup. They need that time to really get it together and get on a roll. Personally,
Dre, you ain't see Cardiac Kimber last year in the playoffs? He talking about he's laughing at saying that
That Kimber can't match point for point with Kyrie. He lost his damn
you
mind.
crazy. A healthy Kimber?
I mean, for me, I think Kyrie will win that battle.
No, he'll probably win the
Oh,
battle.
yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, okay.
let's not act like
Nah, that
Cardiac
can't do it.
can't do it.
No, that's a fact. I could give you that.
Yo,
I just
that's
think they
why
need
I'm
a big.
saying-
That's
I'm
my
saying-
issue.
What's up, Troop?
No, I just want to make a comment about last year's bubble. Like,
Okay.
cancel that. Like, don't even that shouldn't even be spoken about. Because they played in the same gym. Everybody played in the same gym, bro.
Repeatedly.
There's no travel. There's no difference in lighting and the background, the backdrop, and all of that stuff matters. That's why Duncan Robinson was able to show
looked
out.
like
That's why
Clay.
Tyler Hill was able to show out. Like, they played in the same gym
Yep.
every game.
Same atmosphere.
Same
Look at Jamal Murray.
I was just about to say, is that why Jamal?
Look at Jamal Murray.
No. Y'all
Even,
tripping.
even Donovan Mitchell.
Jamal Murray was phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. But when you in the same gym, that's like your home gym.
Yeah, it's your home
y'all
gym.
all
Like,
practicing in the same gym. Y'all
all
all
that
shooting
stuff,
in the
that
same
stuff
gym.
matters, yo. That
Yeah.
stuff matters. That's why you see these dudes aren't shooting as well. They're not playing as well.
They all in the same time zone. It's no different time zones. No one.
You would think that's because there's no fans. Guys would be able to just play their game without those type of distractions.
Can we
But,
getting
the fact
traded
that they
for
were in the
who?
same gym.
Yeah.
Okay, good points, Troop. Good points.
No, Troop, Bo Flair and Bo 2.0, the one that you gave the most critical feedback on I'm joking. I'm joking. Bo, don't start. Yeah. No, but Bo said that Kimber getting traded. What you think about that?
He not getting traded where?
For what?
For who?
For who? What contract? Like, come on, yo. He got bad knees now.
Yeah,
And like, come on, bro.
They gonna trade him
Is,
for Chris
Dan,
Paul.
is Danny Ainge still there?
Yeah, Danny's still there. Of course. That's why they do it.
Anybody can get it.
Hey,
Simmons
Troop.
can definitely get it.
Hey, Troop. Did I call it out about IT?
Oh man, IT. Bye.
Yeah, he was out of there. It was no. He was out of there.
Hey, Andre, why you gotta kick me while I'm down, man? I've been down since
Wizards
'93.
not
Have you been down with your team since '93?
No.
Or did you wait till your teams won
His
won the
team is
championship?
the Packers, man. It's not working.
Don't worry about that.
It's not,
I'm talking about his basketball team.
Yeah.
Who's your basketball team?
his
Dre?
team is in the worst race, the most
listen.
racist state in the United States.
Utah?
Boston.
No, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay, I'm talking about your basketball team. But real quick, before we go to our bonus question, because we almost to that point, I want to know how y'all feel about Utah. Can Utah really challenge LA?
No.
Or this is just
No.
okay.
What?
Nobody's beating LA.
Nobody's beating LA.
No. Lakers, I mean, not Clippers.
You don't think the Clippers can beat them?
I mean, no.
The Clippers could be who?
No.
The Clippers could be who?
Nobody's beating the Lakers.
So
this
the
year.
Utah is just cute right now. That's the only
So
thing
the
that's
Clippers
up.
can't beat the Lakers. Okay, all right.
The Clippers can't beat the Lakers as presently constructed. The Clippers need a point guard. And they need a point guard because they need people that's going to get Kawhi the ball in his spot and create flow for Paul George. They're looking for Paul George to be a playmaker and himself, and he clearly does not know the on or off switch. And waiting for him to figure it out, you're going to end up with Paul George from the bubble or Paul George from OKC. It just is what it is.
So should the Clippers trade for Kyle Lowry?
No, the Clippers should trade for Lonzo Ball.
We said that already.
But no, you said Kyle Lowry. No, that's again. Yes, he'll set them up. But no.
We said in the chat that they should trade for Lonzo Ball.
That's right. You said Kyle. No, they should. He
What?
needs a
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, why Lonzo Ball?
Because he's
Lonzo-
available. He's got a high ass IQ. He rebounds the ball and he knows how to get people in their spots where they can be more
not that.
effective.
He gonna get you the ball in the spot. He's an elite passer. He's a great perimeter defender. As much as like he's a not great, but he's a very good perimeter defender for who he is. And I personally and anybody here can tell you, I was hard on him coming out. His jump shot has developed a form of consistency. So enough that scares you more than Patrick Beverly. So if you could get a little bit less Patrick Beverly defense, but a little bit more offense and passing ability, now he can put the ball for Kawhi and get out the way and give it in his spot. He can help PG set up, go ahead, dive to the rim. And when he's diving to the rim on a pick and roll, they got to pick and choose to leave Kawhi or Paul George.
They still missing something though. They still missing a psychiatrist because Paul George needs
again. You
a psychiatrist.
You think it's a mental thing. It's the mental thing is he's being asked to be something he's not. As much as he wants to be, he's not a playmaker.
But
like he can't.
When he doesn't have to be that, he's still gonna think that he does until somebody.
But then again, you don't have to worry about that when you have a point guard. Because when you look like a fool, good point guards go, I'm not giving that nigga the ball. I'm giving him the ball. Hey, I'm not giving him the ball. He's off right now.
This is actually the perfect segue. And
hold on, what you was about to say to that, True?
Okay.
I was just gonna say, it's something about Lonzo though, man. Like, dude he just looks sad all the time. It's just something about dude where you speak on the mental piece for Paul George, but I think it's something mental with Lonzo where dude just doesn't look like he likes basketball or something, yo. Like
Boy done lost his bread, man. His father just blew
ever
his
since
bread.
Ever since Allen came through with the swipe,
Big baller bread.
It's back
it just
to.
seems like Lonzo is in a funk, bro. Like I think he absolutely has the potential. I think he's a really good player. I think he has the potential to do well, but mentally or some psychological lack of confidence or something with Lonzo that's it's just blocking him. It's just an obstacle, you know what I mean, in a way from him just like being the player that he could be. So he has the potential for sure, but like dude just looks unhappy. We looked unhappy with the Lakers.
New Orleans should be much better than what they are if Lonzo played to the level that he's capable of playing.
Yeah.
That ain't New Orleans ain't on Lonzo. New Orleans is on Stamper and Gundy.
Okay, echo that. Shout out to that. Thank you for saying that. So I don't have to. My whole thing is Lonzo belongs in LA, and Lonzo's hurt because LaMelo's here.
No, that's not. I don't view that as like. That's why I want him with the Clippers because I believe somebody like Chauncey and Ty Lue will be perfect for Lonzo to go. Yo, you like Jay Williams kind of hinted at this, but they trying to make you do something. Yo, be you, yo. Like he need a Chauncey to go. Hey, you are one of the elite passers, bro. You are an on-ball defender. Like yo, you don't gotta be LaMelo to get the respect of Lonzo. Like, be who you was coming out. Like, I think Chauncey, it'll be good for him. The issue I think Zoe has had is he's coming to situations where, yo, you the guy. And then within a moment's notice, they trying to pull you away from the guy. New Orleans, you the guy. Then you go get Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and draft Kyra Lewis. What the fuck you go draft Kyra Lewis, bring everybody? Am I the man or am I not the man?
Yeah.
Am I running with Lonzo and Ingram and is it us? Or is it you trying to figure it out? Because bringing in Eric Bledsoe and bringing in George Hill and then drafting Kyra Lewis Jr. all tell me I'm not the guy, bro. Like, what are you actually saying? Then you got Stan Van Gundy out this shit talking about you run, don't run, play defense, don't shoot deep. Like he's in a situation where we got 4 point guards on the team. How do we? The other night when they played Milwaukee and they blew him out, look at Lonzo how he played. He played like a number one. He knocked down open threes. He played in the flow comfortably. He wasn't thinking. He passing. But you go, what happened? George Hill was hurt. Like it's less point guards on the floor. So now I get to go be a point guard. I don't think he's a scorer like everybody wanted him to come out and be Magic or Jason Kidd.
He wasn't that in college.
Yeah, I don't think he's that, but I do think he's a. And y'all know I was hard on Zoe. I do think he's a starting point guard in somewhere like where Kawhi, and PG, and y'all to focus, and I just get to be a point guard around Chauncey. I think it'll help him tremendously. I was on wax when he got drafted. He should have went to Boston. Boston wouldn't have had the point guard problems they've had the last 4 or 5 years. Keep shuffling
and he
out
fits the system.
And he fits the system.
And he rebounds, which is something that especially backside rebounding, like the weak side rebounding, they suffer on that. With him there, they don't miss a beat on that.
I don't think that was my thing when they drafted him. I didn't think IT. You said IT was gone, but I didn't think my thing was just draft Lonzo. You're like, y'all chasing. So what if he said he don't want to be there? He not gonna not play, bro. This is a kid who been trying to get to the NBA forever. He just saying that to get to the Lakers. Draft him to Boston where he would have been better with Brad and that group of team, and then they wouldn't be chasing a point guard, which they about to be chasing a point guard that's healthy for the next however many years.
Okay, so once again, everybody, you guys
Look what Trust Raven just said.
Everybody, you guys are watching Fresh Perspective, man, and we coming up to that bonus question right now, and and Vaughn, I think you was the one who was thinking about this situation right here. I guess you had Kobe on your mind, and you was thinking about his greatness and everything. It's like a year removed from the tragedy that happened, and so I'm gonna start with you on this one, Mr. Professional. Like, what's your favorite Kobe moment?
Let's defer to Troop first.
Okay.
Whoa,
all right.
whoa.
Favorite Kobe moment.
How'd I get picked first?
I actually tried to throw the oop to the professional, and then he caught it.
I take it true. I mean, we know when we have guests in the house, we usually let them go first. Guest etiquette 101.
Time out 1 quick second. Justin Herbert just won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's not a surprise. Yeah, he was. My favorite Kobe moment is also my most hated Kobe moment. Western Conference Finals, Denver Nuggets versus Los Angeles Lakers. Carmelo's up 2-1. They go into Game 4, and Kobe says, "Y'all not getting nothing else." It's just that. It was just that simple.
Okay.
And this was during this was the first time that I actually saw Melo strap up against the team, the opposite team's best or second best player. And in Game 3, Melo showed out, right? And in Game 4, Kobe put that shit to rest. And everybody on this panel knows I hated Kobe for what he was doing, but I always respected that dude. So I hate that we couldn't do the tribute last week during his week, but like it was important for me to remember that because Melo's my guy, our guy, my bad. Melo's our guy, and that has always stuck with me. On top of the fact that during that the close to MVP year that Melo had, Kobe was the one speaking up for him. So that was dope.
Okay. Troop, you ready to go next? Your favorite Kobe moment. Had to circle back to you.
That free throw, man. That free throw when he tore his Achilles.
Oh man.
Oof. Oh.
That I said it earlier. We was talking. I said, if you have an excuse, then get off the court, right? And just when I saw that happen, he reached for his Achilles, and he didn't want to believe that he was hurt. And I've been in a situation before where it's like I'm not accepting that I'm hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not hurt. Like I just can't accept it. This is not happening to me. I'll be fine. And that moment there was just like I just felt his pain so much. Obviously not physically, but I just felt that moment when he knew he was hurt, but he didn't want to accept it. Mm-hmm. And him just pushing everybody away, like I don't need help. Like I'm gonna go shoot these free throws, and I'm walking off without any help on my own power. Like just the fact, like just him not accepting the injury, it just showed that mental toughness, that strength, man, and just like most dudes are not even gonna, they won't even be in that same room same class of mental toughness and I can't even think of the word, but just the fact that like not even injury could beat that dude in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's the true sign of a leader, man. Like more than like so many other things. So when he did that and he he walked off on his own power and everything, that really resonated with me. That really resonated.
Okay, that was a good one. That's a good one. Ice, man, what's your favorite Kobe moment?
Man, I got 3.
Okay.
I have 3. The 81, of course.
Yeah.
Like that was phenomenal. Like I'll never forget that day because I was at school. We had practice, and somebody texted my assistant coach. And he's like, "Yo, Kobe got like 50," and we like, "Oh, like that was nothing." Like, "Oh, word, he killing." He like, "Nah, it's like mad time left in the game." so I'm like, "Yo, we need to hurry up
And they was losing.
We need to wrap this up." So boys got it together, got up out of practice, and we all went to the same room, just watched the rest of the game, and was just like just watching it. It was just so Mike-ish, like the dominance was just so irregular to watch, and I was just like, wow, like 81, like that's ridiculous. My second one, him winning the chip without Shaq, him proving he, we all know the little arguments they had, the little fake rap beef they had, whatever you want to call it, the beef they had, all the rumors that was circulating. He proved by he's one of the GOATs. He won. Y'all said I needed this guy. He went on and got not 1 but 2 without Shaq, off him being the number 1 guy. And my third is, rest in peace to him and Gigi, but that clip when you see them sitting courtside and he's teaching her, like she's asking him questions. She was a sponge just like her father, and she's asking him questions. He's giving her the dialogue, and she's like really into it, like knowing exactly what he's saying, how he's saying it, and like she was just as locked in as him. So those are my three favorite moments of Kobe.
Okay, and I'll just be quick. It was definitely getting him without Shaq. Yeah. I think that solidified his place in the pantheon of one of the greats, and and the fact that he was bold enough to acknowledge it when he got that second one. It was like, what makes this one special? He's like, it's one more than Shaq. So I appreciate that he kept it real, that it was something on his mind, and that he was driven to reach that goal. So Courtney, talk to me, man. What's your?
It was neither of those. I wasn't that ecstatic about him winning without Shaq.
Okay, so which one was it?
I had my harsh feelings about that one.
Okay.
But my favorite was playoffs against Minnesota. So that would be maybe 02, 03.
Definitely not the Smush Parker days.
Nah, it's the reverse dunk. The playoff is a reverse dunk. They caught the pitch on the LA Times, but the LA Times picture it got him as he's rising. So all you see is the back of the jersey number backwards as he's rising, and you see KG and I want to say Nesterovich maybe. I can't remember who this is right here, but you see him in the picture. That was just more so my favorite play, just watching live. I've seen Kobe do a lot, but that was a playoff moment. It was just one of those dunks that was like, oh my God. And to be a young kid and go to school and you grab the paper and that was the front page. Like that was the first thing you seen LA Times was it really looked Mike-esque. Like if you caught Mike in a picture day, it was like a perfect reverse slam picture that, like, for me, being the Allen fan, even though it was cold, at that point, it was like, Ain't nothing you could do with somebody rising like that on a double pump reverse layup, like from the other side of the rim, bro. There's almost nothing you could do. So that was my personal favorite Kobe.
Okay, that was like the time when John Starks caught.
Right, it was like one of them type of dunk, but it was KG in the picture. Like it was crazy. And I don't know if it was KG MVP year, but it was just a crazy dunk in that moment.
And let's not forget how he retired, yo.
Yeah, how he retired is just gonna be classic. I didn't want to use that as but it was just classic for me being on the phone talking to somebody like, yo, he's going for blood out here. He's really putting up 50 shots.
I was watching because that was the same day. That was the same day as the 73-9 game. Mm-hmm. Same day. Mm-hmm. So I had both. I had my one TV on that one on the 73-9 game, and I had the other TV on Kobe. I was glued to Kobe.
Okay.
Like, to go out that way, a 60 piece.
Yeah, that was nice.
Like, and it's just like how Shaq said. I asked the man to get 50, and he go out and get 60. Like, man, yo, Kobe, man, I was a T-Mac guy. T-Mac was my guy. Mm-hmm. But, hey, Kobe, man, like.
Yeah, rest in peace to a legend.
Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe.
And true, we get into this point of the show where it's called Final Perspective. So, you're the guest of the show. I'm going to have you go first. Guest etiquette 101, as the professionals say. So just a quick thought, man. What's your final perspective? And just thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate it, man. Just glad to be here, and thanks for the invite. I want to let me ask final perspective. Just give me a little background on how it goes exactly.
Just if there's something on your mind, something that you want to cover. I mean, it could be something in your profession as a coach. It could be something that you see going on in the world, the regular
anything
world,
you want to leave for the
sports,
people.
Anything you want to leave for the people that you would like to speak about. All right, I'll tell you what. Well,
hold on.
You got it?
Oh, hold on, we can't hear you. The link switch. Hold on. Well, while you fix it, I could go.
All right, go ahead, Court.
Okay, while you fix that, I could go. My final perspective is because I've been over here respectfully annoyed because I ain't want to just jump into the show. But I'm gonna say this one more time. My level of annoyance. I told you I would keep track, so I wasn't so annoyed with the Knicks. I was more annoyed with Tibbs, and now my level of annoyance is if we doing 100%, my level of annoyance for the Knicks is at about 38 to 45% right now.
Hey, I'm proud of you, sir.
You feel me? Now I'm becoming more annoyed with them. Not because they're doing good, but in doing good, they are turning back into the fucking Knicks. Okay? There is no reason on God's green fucking earth there should be breaking news that there's discussions of a trade for Derrick fucking Rose. Now listen, I got love for you, D Rose. You hell of a talent. You did a lot in your fucking career. We've seen your story in New York already. We don't fucking want it no more. And I don't want Tibbs with D Rose. This is not the Taj. This ain't fucking Chicago. All right. You playing Alfred Payton at fucking 28, 32 minutes. You mean to tell me you're gonna bring D Rose back and play him at all them goddamn minutes? Like, Leon, bro, I get it. He want to go to the playoffs. Tell his ass to do it with the youngins, or we keep moving forward. We don't fucking want Derrick Rose. Like, we sent him to Detroit. Detroit ain't been shit since we sent him there. What the fuck is the purpose of that? I'd rather you go get Lonzo. I'd rather you do anything but go fucking get Derrick Rose. I got respect for Derrick Rose. This is not a diss to Derrick Rose. But Derrick Rose is 32. I'll be 32 next month. All right? I'm fairly healthy human. I was just in the fucking hospital for fucking gas issues. I know his body is shot to hell. Like, come on, y'all. Like, for real. For real. The Knicks, y'all annoying me, bro. Like, come on, baby. Like, Derrick Rose, I've never seen a team, as I leave there, I've never seen a team purposely fuck something up. I've never seen him go, shit, we winning. We doing good this season. Oh, fuck it. Let's go get some more old players. We ain't got enough old ones as is. We got Taj back. Might as well go get D Rose. Fuck it. Tell Luau to suit up. He ain't doing shit. Joe Kim ain't doing shit. We had just bring all of their ass back then at this point. Okay. I'm good. I just had to get that off my chest because they are pissing me off today.
All right, so Troop, you got the concept now? Or you want somebody else to go?
Yeah, don't follow up from me, man. I'm a little wild. Shout out to Charles Woodson. He got into the Hall of Fame. Shout out Calvin Johnson. He just got into the Hall of Fame. Yep. And shout out Aaron Donald for winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, so Troop, you got it or you want somebody else to go? All right,
somebody else go.
All right, I'm gonna go
after that one.
My final perspective is this: one of the main reasons why we got into podcasting and got into the media ourselves is because we felt like the media didn't call things straight, didn't call actual balls and strikes. I gotta speak on this Chad Wheeler situation.
Oh, we definitely didn't touch that.
Yo, hold on. If we gonna have this conversation,
let me.
No. Don't even make this a final perspective.
Yeah,
you gotta let everybody eat off of this.
Yeah, you can have a last.
I thought you purposely ignored this, but since you did not, I don't want to skim over this at all because that was gonna be my, bruh.
You sure? Because I'm pissed about this.
Yo,
the media has dropped the ball.
Yo, hold on. Yo. Yeah. Start it off.
All right, cool.
We're not ending this. For people who thought we were ending the show, we are not ending the fucking show.
Listen, this Chad Wheeler situation. You know, when Ray Rice got into a situation, I thought it was about helping women. I thought it was about let's make sure that women are being protected and not being abused. Matter of fact, Stephen A. for saying something not crazy out his mouth, he had to sit down for a week. All of these people have been quiet. I haven't heard anything. Not on ESPN.
But they said something, just it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. No, they covered Ray Rice daily. You're not giving it
every show.
You're not giving it the same energy. This woman went to the hospital bloody. Y'all not calling this the same, man. And so this is ridiculous. If it's really about helping women and protecting women, y'all foul. Because y'all not protecting that woman. And I'm just going to call it straight out. This is why we're here. So we can call those actual balls and strikes and keep that perspective fresh. So, Mr. Professional, would you like to touch on this real quick?
Or give me a second. Give me a second to.
All right, because we only like 2 hours.
Yeah, I know, but just give me a second to regroup on this, because.
Okay, Ice. Okay. Go ahead, get some. D trying to figure out what he's gonna do. What's your final perspective?
Oh man, it's another slap in the face to basically the color of our skin. I mean, Ray Rice was on everything.
Right, and he was wrong.
Like, he was on everything. Ray Rice was literally on everything. Every show. It ain't even had to be a sports show. He was on everything. And Chad Wheeler, they're putting it, he might have had a manic attack. Who cares? Like, I don't care if he snapped into Batman. Like, the fact is, bro, you beat the brakes off of this woman. And nobody's covering it. Go ahead, Vaughn.
I'm going to keep showing this. I want y'all to take a long, hard fucking look at this shit.
I can't even. If it's really about protecting women, guys.
I mean, what's trending is really not. Women. It's really not trending.
It's not trending at all.
It says what's trending. It's not trending.
If you're really about like protecting your women, like and share the show right now, because this shit, I'm not letting this shit ride, bro. Me and Courtney had a private conversation about this. Me and my cousin Steve had a private conversation about this. If Chad Wheeler was a black man,
be in jail.
He'd be in jail. his picture posted all over the place.
Yep.
And here's my issue. My issue goes, and this is same thing with same thing with my conversation with Courtney, same thing with my conversation with Steve. My issue goes far beyond just the media. Black Twitter women,
Yes.
y'all ain't saying shit right now.
That's the problem.
Yep.
That's the part Irv missed. That's the issue.
That's the issue.
That's the
But I
issue.
got my
Yep.
brother
Because the
to pick up
media,
this
the
something.
media are controlled by these big business industry. So again, these are situations I expect y'all to do the dumb shit.
No.
But these
I
black-
think you tagged it wrong.
No,
You
go-
tagged
go-
it black women media. No. It's not.
No,
black.
I said black Twitter
Black,
and
not
the
even,
black women.
not even
in-
just black Twitter and the black women in it. The issue is women.
Yes.
Women
in
as
general.
a total. Forget the color. Women in general,
In
as a
general.
whole, right? Y'all have the biggest impact in media.
Facts.
Feel me? You can tear down organizations, companies, men who have been in power for years.
Politicians.
You can destroy, right? You guys find information. You guys investigate. You guys find old girlfriends. You guys found old medical records. You find where people live at. You find phone numbers. You guys have the ability and have shown the ability to destroy and not let up,
Yep.
right? And I don't care what y'all do because I'm not here to judge y'all. But what I do know is within the last 2 weeks, you have done the Busted Challenge. You've done the Silhouette Challenge. You've talked about Trey Songz. Y'all have cried for Chloe Bailey. And none of y'all have ripped and ran with this campaign about protecting women. I don't see no marching. I don't see nobody at the fucking league front office. I don't see
Shit,
Molly
ain't
fucking
nobody else-
Karam.
ain't
I don't
nobody
see
else
Jamel
Seattle.
Hill.
Ain't
I don't
nobody
see
else
Carrie Champion.
Champion.
I don't see none of you female socialite media folks screaming from the top of the fucking hills. But when it was
Don't stop
Hold on,
naming them.
hold on.
Court.
No.
I don't hear
It's not about-
Oprah. I don't hear you motherfucker. Who's the big Gail? I don't hear Gail. I don't hear Gail talking this
Don't hear
shit.
nobody.
You was quick to kill Kobe.
But you,
Yeah,
but
no, I
forget,
feel you,
don't
man.
have to name them because
We
you
don't
can do
hear
it in
nothing.
totality. You don't got to name all of them. You can do it. I started this with them in totality. You feel me? Them in totality. I'm saying this to, and it's nothing because most women are gonna respond. Why are y'all asking us to do this when y'all should be doing that? Because majority of the men have. Majority of men in the NFL have spoken up. Majority of men in the media have said what they could. But we know y'all carry media further than anything we ever could. On the average basis, y'all do not care what men is talking about right now. Y'all care what
As is
women are
evident
saying
by the
at a-
views
as a-
that we're
as a-
getting right now.
As a
But
whole.
if it was a woman on this
You get what
goddamn
I'm saying?
platform,
So I'm not even for the views. I'm so serious. This is a slap in the face because now with this film, as much as they attack this black woman and y'all not protecting her, y'all really making black men feel super attacked because we know it'd be a fucking difference if this was somebody else. If this was Antonio Brown,
T.I. and Tiny just
like
they been
on a full
killing it.
accusation, got to cancel their show for the moment until they get back right.
facts.
On the mere accusation and all of y'all continuing
A
to make
mere
it trend.
accusation with no
You feel
truth,
me? And I'm
with
not
no
saying,
proof
and I'm
whatsoever.
not saying what if it's true or not true. I'm saying the mere accusation, he has to chill out. That man is out on bail and at home chilling. I don't want to hear about manic episodes. I don't want to hear about depression. I don't want to hear about bipolar because if that's the case, this ain't the first fucking time.
He did it exactly.
This ain't the first time you had a manic episode off the football field, bro. Not at this age, not at where you at. Why nobody been to USC and asked anybody at USC campus, was this him in college? Why I don't see any old girlfriends come up? Why I don't see anybody old from high schools? Where's his mom? Where's his dad? Does he have a sister? Does he have a brother? Where's his aunt? Like, we would know every fucking thing in the world
Every
if
detail.
he was black. And that's my only issue with, like, y'all not...
and
really not
99% of that
protecting them.
reporting would come from black women.
Right, so let's
I
continue
don't
to
know.
protect women.
I don't.
So we gonna say his name, Chad Wheeler. We don't care about manic episodes.
Nah, I
we're
never
gonna
care about
continue to protect women.
Yeah,
And we
women
gonna-
in
and we
general.
gonna
I don't want it to
speak- we
be
gonna speak on
subjective.
this.
Women
No,
in general.
women in general.
Yeah.
We
Can I
not
say-
for putting
Yeah,
our
True.
hands
Yeah,
on
True.
women.
Go ahead, True.
Yeah, I can't.
Go ahead, True.
Go ahead.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So, Chad Wheeler. I have no clue who Chad Wheeler was before this situation, right?
Me neither.
He's a
Me
football
either.
player
So-
for the Seattle Seahawks.
But if you run down a list of black guys who the media blew the story up on, is guys who are in skilled positions. Media, they're gonna hop on stories that are gonna sell.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about Chad Wheeler, a defensive or offensive lineman, I don't even know. It's not a sexy enough story, which I'm not saying is right, but I worked at ESPN, so I know how the engine works. I know how stories are generated. Like, I literally sat in meetings, pre-show meetings, where they would just say, okay, who has a story? Somebody would come up with an idea, they'd say, no, that's not going to get any viewers. It could be a hell of a story, but it's all about the viewership. So every guy that we can name who was African-American, I'm not going to say every guy, but like the majority of them, it was a running back. It was, I don't know if you want to name position, but like he was a star in some sense.
Troop, you knew who Randy Gregory was?
Well, I was thinking about, I wasn't sure if it was Randy Gregory or if it was the guy who went MMA. Who was the dude?
It was him too.
Him too. But that's what I'm saying. The two Cowboys guys. I knew nothing about them before.
Right.
Before,
and Troop, why does
what I'm saying is,
I'm sorry,
those
Troop, I'm gonna ask
stories
you a
weren't as big
rhetorical
as
question.
Kareem Hunt. Those stories weren't as big as Ray
Correct.
Rice. Those stories weren't as big as Joe Mixon.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna blow the stories up on faceless defensive and offensive linemen. So
Joe Mixon wasn't a big. Joe Mixon wasn't
He was in college.
He was at Oklahoma. He wasn't even.
He was up for the.
He got booted off the team, bro.
Yeah,
he got booted out. He was up for Heisman. He was a big name in college.
I'm just saying.
Huge.
I'm really just saying, like.
I know we get long-winded on the show too, but I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a quick question, Troop. Why did Stephen A. have to sit down?
The thing about the MMA.
No, I was asking a rhetorical question, but I'll let you know. When the Ray Rice situation happened, Stephen A. kind of alluded to the fact, to the point that, hey, ladies, you shouldn't put your hands on men and expect, things not to possibly escalate. An executive was like, so it was my fault that I was in the situation I was in? Stephen A. had to sit down for a week. So if it's really about protecting women, then we need to protect women across the board. I honestly don't care if it's a sexy position or not, and that's no disrespect. But
no, I agree.
Let's call it what it is. This young lady ended up in the hospital, thought she was going to lose her life.
Yeah, but that's going to his point.
The media is not going to protect.
It's not a sexy top. That's why I didn't argue. Listen. What I'm saying is you're expecting the media to do something that the media will never do.
Do your job.
That's why I said we expect it.
The media don't control nothing today, Irv. Media don't control nothing today, Irv. You want to know how I know media control? Because media didn't tell us about the stocks. Social media controls the narrative today. The media is following social media. We get news on social media before we get it from ESPN, bro.
Facts.
ESPN be talking about trades we already know the details to.
There's a reason why ESPN and Bleacher Report created social media platforms within their platform.
To his point, I get what you're saying for media, do your job. No. People, do your job. Because the media didn't do Antonio Brown in. Social media did Antonio Brown in, man.
Facts.
Not the fucking media. The media will poo-poo it and wipe that away. An organization could pass off some money and get that away. It is social media who don't let stuff die. We know this. We could look at memes that are... Bill Cosby got a meme and been in jail like 5 years. His meme is still trending on the basis. Like, Michael Jordan got a meme and this shit is from his retirement speech. Like, social media, the people are the media now. You have to hold them accountable because... Who got behind Colin Kaepernick? It wasn't the dudes. A lot of dudes was like, yo, boy, tripping. It was all the females. I think he ain't do nothing. Y'all gotta talk for him. I'm just telling you, you can't let them off the hook because that woman almost lost her life, and within a week they was crying about Chloe Bailey's tears for about attention she caused for herself, bro. And it was trending. Chad Wheeler ain't trending yet.
Let's make that happen, yeah.
Let's
make Chad Wheeler trend.
Yeah, y'all start tagging Chad Wheeler. Start hashtagging Chad Wheeler. Make that the trend. Make his picture a trend. Like, they're not posting any pictures. There's no info.
There's
a deep dive.
I was making. Yeah. The media, they're not blowing it up. Yeah. They should be.
They trying to make
They
it quiet.
absolutely should be.
Okay, and I'm sorry. And listen,
Oh, no,
guys,
we
I'm
out.
sorry.
Yeah.
We got heated, man. It's one of them situations. I just want to thank everybody for watching us. You all watching Fresh Perspective. I want to thank Troop for coming in and being a guest. And as always, man.
Oh, though, before you walk off, all right, my bad, Ice. Y'all right. Steph is wilding. You and Troop is right. Steph is wilding. He got 30 at the half on the Mavericks right now, and it's halftime. He got 30. Like, he is, all right, he wilding. He got 7 threes. He 10 for 15 from the field.
Hey, Troop.
Steph is out there wilding on Luka.
Hey, Troop, me and Ice over here, salute.
Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace out, man. Y'all have a great night.
So.